Hello, my dear students. Very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this FIBSC online lecture. So, today we are going to start a new topic of physical chemistry section, the physical chemistry paper, chapter number 1, chemical energetics. This is one more of very interested topic in which we are going to study chemical energetics, that is nothing but the chemical thermodynamics. Very simply, energy is nothing but the energy, that is dynamics is nothing but the energy. Where we know that thermodynamics, chemical energetics means chemical energy, that is energetics means chemical dynamics. Chemical dynamics nothing but the there is a certain energy which is exchanges throughout the reactions. That is, we can say simply thermodynamics. Here, as we are familiar with, thermo means heat. Thermo means heat. Dynamics. Dynamics means energy. Okay. Thermo means heat. Dynamics means energy, where chemical energetics, where such amount of energy is related with the chemical reactions, there is a form of exchange of heat as well as some other forms of energy, that is thermodynamics. Here we can say thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. What is thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is the branch of physical science, that is branch of physical chemistry. It relates quantitative relationship. It's a quantitative relationship between heat and other forms of energy. Thermodynamics is it is a branch of physical chemistry which deals with the quantitative relationship of heat and other forms of energy, that we are completely going to be see in this topic of chemical energetics. Energy is nothing but the here dynamics is the energy. What type of energies completely they are involved in the chemical reactions, that we are going to be see in this topic, maybe of the thermodynamics laws, that is of thermodynamics 0th law, thermodynamics 1st law, thermodynamics 2nd law, already we studied. Other than the part of the thermodynamics laws, we are going to study some different things. For example, related to the chemical energetics, there are certain chemical reactions are there. There are, for example, formation, heat of formation is there, heat of neutralization is there, heat of sublimation is there, heat of solution is there, where the different reactions are carried out in which the heat exchanges, that we are going to study. Different terms used in the formation of different kinds of heat of reactions, that we are going to study. Before that, we should know first the basic terms used in the thermodynamics, or the basic terms that must involve in the energy chemical reaction, that is thermodynamics, that we should know first. As we already familiar about it, we already idea we have this some little bit of idea, because we are studied in the FIB in the junior colleges of 11th and 12th standard, in which we studied the thermodynamics. The same things which I have today, I will recapitulate with the first lecture. These are the terms which we are going to study in this lecture. That is, first is the system. The terms used here, I will write terms used in thermodynamics. The first is the system. What is the system? System is the part of the universe. System is the part of the universe in which which is considered for thermodynamic study. Now see, for example, this is the universe. For example, this is the universe. Here a part of the here a part which is considered, for example, this is the system. Here it is the system. Now see, here this is the system. What is the system? System is the part of the universe. Part of the system is the part of the universe considered for thermodynamic study. For thermodynamic study. See, very simple. Suppose this is the universe, as we know that this is the total universe, in which here the universe is there. Here this is the system, here it is the system, and inside there is a substance, that is a matter. This is the matter. What is the matter? Matter is the substance for which thermodynamic study, that is a matter. That is first is the matter. And here it is this total, which is a system. Here it is total, it is called a system. Here it is the system. And what is the surrounding? This is the surroundings. Here it is the surroundings. Here it is the surroundings. And this is the boundaries. This is the boundaries. Means whole the part of the universe. System is the part of the universe considered for thermodynamic study, in which particularly any process, any system which we are considered for thermodynamic study is known as the system. That system again, it consisting of the surroundings. A system consisting of the matter. Matter is the substance which is for thermodynamic study, that we are also to be consider. Here any substance which is for the studying a system, studying a thermodynamic part, that is a matter, where the part of this universe which is called as the system, and system again consisting of this surroundings, and whole the part which is to be the universe. Okay. Now second, so as we know, it is very clear that system is a part of the universe considered for the thermodynamic study is known as the system. Again, the systems have the different types of systems, as we know that. What is the system? The first is, system are three different types, as we know. That is, first is the open system. Open system. Second is closed system. And third is isolated system, as we familiar about it. See, suppose this is the universe here. If it is consider a vessel containing a water which is as a matter. This is a water where what is the open system? Here suppose heat or energy. Here it can be exchanges. Here it can be exchanges. It means that what is the open system? A system which exchange. A system, suppose what is the open system? A system which exchange matter as well as energy. Matter as well as energy with the surroundings. Now this is the surroundings. This is the surrounding part. A vessel containing with the open system without a lid. Suppose a vessel is taken in which water is taken, if it is heated, or energy which is exchanges. Energy means heat can be exchanges with the surroundings, as well as if you heat the continuously, water can also exchange, means in the form of the evaporation in the open system. You are getting my point? Where suppose a vessel is taken in which without a lid, without a container, without any lid, without a cap, where the water, if it is heated, what will happen? The heat can be exchanged with the vessel with the surroundings, as well as the water evaporates with the surroundings. Means open system is the system in which matter as well as energy can exchange with the surroundings. Now see, matter can exchange as well as energy, means this heat can be exchanged with the surroundings. This is called as the closed system. This is called as the closed system. Here first you try to understand. Here open system is the system. Here I will write a system. Here I will draw the diagrams, means with the diagrams we can clearly understand. Suppose this is the universe. Here it is a vessel, as I told you. This is the vessel in which, if it is matter is taken, here it can exchange. Here it exchange. This is the matter. Where the water is taken, it can be exchanged with the surroundings. See, with the surroundings. Mean this is the open system. This is the open system. This is the open system. Open system, a system in which exchange both matter and energy to the surroundings. To the surroundings. Very simple. Here open system is the system in which exchange both matter and energy with the surroundings. Now second, what is the second? It's a closed system. Now see, try to understand. Here the vessel is taken, now it is covered with the lid. It is lid. Covered with the lid means covered with the a cover with a cap. Now same thing here, matter is taken, that is water is taken. If it is heated, means what will happen? Here, now see, try to understand. Only the water can exchange with the up to the, once if it is heated the water, what will happen? Energy can exchange with the surroundings. Now because the vessel is heated, energy can exchange with the surroundings, but water, if it is heated, then reach with the cover only. Evaporates means evaporation does not goes to the outside. Only the water molecule reaches to the lid and again re-entered into the same matter. It means here in the case of the closed system, here in which system in which matter energy can exchange, in which energy can exchange, but not the matter to the surroundings. To the surrounding. This is very important. Where the closed system in which energy can exchange with the surroundings but matter does not exchange, that is the closed system. Where the isolated system, now where this is very important, where the best example, isolated system in which is covered with the insulation, it means which is covered with the insulation, where the insulation is takes place, in which neither here it cannot exchange neither matter and neither the heat. Here a system in which can neither exchange heat and matter to the surroundings. This is very important systems, where the system is a part of the universe considered for the thermodynamic study, where the system of open system, closed system and the isolated system. Open system in which exchange of both matter and the energy will be there. Closed system, only the energy can exchange, not the matter. In isolated system, neither matter and neither energy cannot be exchanged with the surroundings. Okay. Now let me see some more terms. Very important terms. Homogeneous system and heterogeneous system. Homogeneous system having the single phase. Next is homogeneous system. Homogeneous system. What is homogeneous system? A system which having completely uniform throughout the process. In a single phase, a system which having a single phase throughout the system is called as the homogeneous. Homogeneous means a single phase, one phase system. That is a homogeneous. Single phase system. Here I will write single phase, one phase system. Okay. Now next is heterogeneous system. Heterogeneous system. What is heterogeneous system? Heterogeneous system in which two different phases can be possible. A process, it can be done carried out with a two different process with different phases. with a different phases, that is called as the heterogeneous system. That is called as the heterogeneous system. Next is extensive property and intensive property. Extensive property, this is also we are all studied. Extensive property, the properties, here it is extensive properties, the properties which are dependent on quantity of the substance or matter in a system. Very simple. Example, mass, volume, mass and volume. Suppose in a box different, in a small vessel, if certain mass is taken, that is small amount, means depends on the quantity. If bigger volume, bigger box, bigger mass can be there, bigger volume can be there. So therefore the property which are dependent on quantity of the substance or matter in the system. For example, weight, mass, anything. Now what next is intensive property. Intensive property. What is intensive property? Opposite to the extensive. That is very simple. The independent, the properties which are independent on quantity of the substance or matter, in a system. Very simple. Example, temperature, boiling point, that is, or melting point. Temperature means example of boiling point or melting point. If you take a glass of water, if you take the boiling point of water in a glass, take the boiling point of water in a bucket, both you will get the same. Even it is a glass containing small amount of water, even a bucket containing large amount of water. But here both the cases, the boiling point of water, it will be the same. That is the intensive property, independent on the substance which is present, that is called as the independent. So this is very important, in which we are studying the extensive properties and the intensive properties. Next is very important again. These are the terms which we are going to study. All the terms which are studying the thermodynamics, related to the thermodynamics, because we are this topic related to the chemical energy, that is chemical energetics. Next is thermodynamic process. I hope you are familiar about it, where the different processes are there. First is isothermal process. Second is adiabatic process. Third is isochoric. I hope you are understood. Isochoric process. And fourth is isobaric process. Where the very simple, these are the thermodynamic process, in which what is the thermodynamic of the process? There are 4 different processes are there. Isothermal process. What is the isothermal process? A process in which a process is carried out without exchange of temperature. The process is carried out at constant temperature. temperature, that is T equal to 0. Actually T equal to constant, not it's 0, it's T equal to constant, that is the constant temperature. Where the isothermal process, the process is carried out at a constant temperature. Where in a system the process is carried out with where the temperature is constant, that is called as the isothermal process. The process is carried out at constant temperature, that is called as isothermal process. Now second, adiabatic process. Adiabatic process. In this process, no exchange of heat. No exchange of heat means heat is constant. Heat is constant continuously. Heat in this process, heat remains constant. The process, here I will write directly, the process in which heat is constant means Q equal to constant. Where the process is carried out in which neither exchange of heat is carried out in this process, that is called as the adiabatic process, that is Q equal to constant. Next is isobaric process, the process in which volume kept constant, volume is constant. Where a particular, in a thermodynamic system, the process is carried out where volume is to be kept constant, where the volume equal to constant, that is the isochoric process. Where the isobaric process, the process in which pressure is put constant, the pressure is constant, remains constant, that is P equal to constant. Where in certain process, a thermodynamic system, the process is carried out where the pressure is to be kept constant. So that is called as the isobaric process. Where the volume is kept constant, isochoric process. Where the adiabatic process, heat cannot be exchanged, that is Q equal to constant. In the isothermal process, the process is carried out at constant temperature, that is called as the isothermal process. So with this, I will stop here. In the next lecture, we will see some more different kinds of heat of formation, because what we are going to study in this topic completely chemical energetics, where the chemical reactions are carried out, the energy exchanges through the chemical reactions, that we are going to study. Okay. So I hope you are understood the different terms used in the chemical thermodynamics. In the next lecture, we will see some more kinds of heat of formation that we are going to see next lecture. Okay. With this, I will stop this lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture. Thank you.